For many years, our world was split in half. One side is jammed with UFO enthusiasts, while the other side with the non-believers. Finally, the wall between the two sides cracked open at the end of 2017. The US Navy declassified an UFO footage, which helped move many to the other side. Just think of the size of our universe. Then think of our small blue planet called Earth. Isn't it silly to assume that we are the only life forms? Scientists used to think it was impossible to find a star like our Sun and a planet like our Earth. Now, they realize it is impossible to count Sun-like stars and Earth-like planets. Water is now found on almost every planet in our solar system, which means it must be abundant in other solar systems too. But most non-believers claim, "I will believe it when I see it." Sounds fair, right? But they have claimed that all UFO photos are frauds and all UFO news is fake. Even my theory about the first interstellar object, Oumuamua Mau Mau, found in October 2017, was called laughable. However, many of them are not laughing now, when a security intelligence officer, part of the Department of Defense, released a footage from 2004 showing the encounter between a US fighter jet and a UFO.
Of course, they didn't call it a UFO. That will definitely put these few good men sharing the information with us on a dishonorable discharge list. They call them anomalous aerial vehicles, abbreviated as AAV. Cool name, but I think it's just wordplay for unidentified flying object.
If it were up to me, I may call it an anonymous alien visitor. It's a more fitting name because unless it's a vehicle utilized by the United States, it's an alien craft. We'll still respect the Navy's wish to call it an AAV, but we know what it really means. Anonymous alien visitor, right? So now the question is, who or what is out there? Where do they live? And most importantly, why do they come? Of course, not all brilliant scientists are on the side of the non-believers. Stephen Hawking not only shared his views about the possibility of alien life, but advised us from engaging with them. The arguably most famous modern astrophysicist has lent legitimacy for the search of extraterrestrial life, and today, headlines in the Washington Post and CNN have fueled more evidence than ever before. Now, let's look at an article published on December 19, 2017, about what a former Navy pilot named Commander David Farber had witnessed off the coast of California in 2004. You may have read it on CNN or Washington Post, but I'm sure you won't believe them till you hear from me. Just kidding. But I have to give you my 2 cents, since I, like many of the other UFO enthusiasts, have considered this one concrete piece of evidence that we have long been waiting for. Commander David described the UFO as large as his plane, moving rapidly and unlike anything he had ever seen in the air. Farber had been told by command that there were unidentified flying objects descending from 8,000 feet to 2,000 feet before disappearing into thin air, presumably based on radar evidence. The object did not create any air turbulence on the surface of the water like a regular helicopter before it vanished. The video of the encounter, released by Luis Elizondo, a former intelligence officer who ran the program at the Department of Defense, can be found online. The biggest part of the news is not what the Navy officer had said, but what the Navy officer did not say. This reminds me of the Roswell incident when the Navy had quickly smoked the screen by calling the unidentified object a crashed weather balloon. The silence is deafening. But for smart people like you, I am sure you know what it really means. This is Sharon. Thank you for watching.